So I've been playing around with Guild Wars 2's PvP, and I really enjoy it so far. My first match went really well, and I did extremely well on Holosmith, even though I didn't really have a lot of idea what was going on, and got a victory, and felt really cool about that, which really cemented for me that I was, I was destined for greatness until I lost the next 3 matches in a row. But I had a blast. I played about 5 matches in total so far, and I did a video like this on FF14's PvP, the new mode that they added in there, the Crystalline Conflict, and so I wanted to talk about why I enjoy Guild Wars 2's PvP as well. I still haven't tried out World v World. I'm going to try that next. But the PvP in Guild Wars 2 is very interesting. It's very different than playing PvE for sure. Your conditions and your boons matter a whole lot more. You really have to focus down each individual encounter to be able to figure out how you're going to tackle it. I like that it is different on the fly, not just different in experience. It's not just different in build. It is different on the fly. And there are definitely some builds I ran into that were very difficult for me to counter, and I would need to change up some of my specs. I would need to change my build to be able to counter them better, which I think is really cool because it means that I'm learning. I'm getting better as I play this. It's not just I'm going to go in and I'm going to kill a bunch of stuff. I like that it's capture points as compared to, hey, destroy specific objectives, which a lot of FF14 PvP is, right? Instead of moving the payload, like the new Crystalline Conflict in FF14 or Shatter, where you have to break individual targets, this is Conquest is what I played today. And you have to hold points and hold objectives, and then they can be stolen back, which is a really fun PvP game mode in my opinion. There are things that I definitely like more about some of the other ones. Pushing the objective or shattering the point means that normally people will play a little bit more to the point, and there were a couple matches here where I wound up with people just kind of gathering in the middle of the map and fighting and duking it out, but it meant that I could go around and grab the points, which I thought was really cool. I played with my Holosmith Engineer, as well as a Renegade Revenant and a Bladesworn Warrior, and I really enjoyed all 3 of them. I think that at the end of the day, I love my Holosmith so much. I really want to try Mechanist out in there. I think, again, it makes me want to just focus in on my build and make a perfect Holosmith that can counter anything. And I love that about Guild Wars 2's PvP. I think that, again, some of those builds are really tough to counter, and I have some ideas, but I definitely should have been paying attention to my conditions more. Fear is really tough to beat, but on the whole, I think that it's a really, really solid PvP mode, and I really like the way that the reward tracks work as you build up points towards specific items, and you can choose the track you want to be on for specific items you want to get just by playing the game. You can also get daily rewards there. I got 2 gold from doing 3 PvP dailies, which is pretty sick. I got experience books that I can pass around to other characters to level them up faster. It really, again, the way that Guild Wars 2 works, the PvP just builds into that account-wide progression in a way that is really, really satisfying. And I was able to switch around my characters and play PvP on them and have no issues whatsoever. I think that Guild Wars 2 is definitely in the running for my favorite MMO. I mean, Final Fantasy XIV has been and will be for the foreseeable future, I suppose, my favorite, but that's mostly for the story. I like the gameplay of 14 a lot, and I like the world of 14 a lot, and I love the music of 14. The new PvP mode, Crystalline Conflict, is really, really good, and I guess this is a different video talking about which one I like more, but I definitely enjoyed this PvP more, and I was excited to play more of it. I like the maps, I like the objectives, I like the combat, I like the way that your synergy works with your team. Swiftness is very important in this game mode in a way that, although it's fun to have in PvE, it's not quite as important, So I think PvP in Guild Wars 2 is definitely top-notch. I think it's something to look into if you've been looking for a good PvP MMO as well. And honestly, I kind of just wanted to make a short little video saying, hey, PvP is also really good. Guild Wars 2 is a great game, and I guess at the end of the day, part of the fun in PvP is taking people down. I definitely want to get more finishers now that I've used a couple. They're really cool, but I just really enjoyed the teamwork aspect of, hey, maybe people are going to be doing their own thing and they're not going to be working together, and that kind of sucks. But maybe they're not. Maybe they're going to work together. Maybe we're going to get a really cool team-up mechanic here where people can ping them on the map and you can let them know, hey, I'm coming to help you with that. Or you can work together to take a point, or you can split off to go take different points. I feel like with a pre-arranged group, this PvP just gets even better. I'm really excited to try out World v World. But again, I kind of just wanted to make a video going, hey, Guild Wars 2's PvP is good. And I feel like the Guild Wars 2 crowd that's been incredibly supportive, and I appreciate them so much, is probably getting tired of me going, hey, this game's so much better than I thought it was going to be. But honestly, the Guild Wars 2 PvP was a blast to play. I want to dig in there and get all the different stuff. I'll be doing the PvP daily to get my 2 gold. You kidding me? I'm not going to say no to free gold. I just really enjoyed it, and I kind of want to see how much XP I get for leveling just via PvP. I might take a character and only level them via PvP. Because again, PvP in this game boosts you straight up to 80 for the sake of PvP, which means you have access to all the abilities, you have access to all the specs, you can try out any of the specs you want in PvP. It just feels really, really good. And I can already see where I could take a Guardian and have some really cool setups there trying to keep everybody alive with my warrior placing banners and then going berserk to be able to take extra damage and keep everybody up while I was, you know, buffing them with my banners. Was really, really fun. While at the same time, as a Revenant, just rolling in there as a Renegade and just bringing in arrows from everywhere and summoning in a bunch of Warband was really cool, and let me take a point against like 4 people all by myself. And then, as a Holosmith, just running in there and taking people out. Just twin guns, bringing up the shield, switching in the flamethrower to get the might and get the extra regen of my Holosmith, timer counting back down. It just felt really, really solid, and I'm definitely be playing more of the PvP in this game. Editor Trey here, and I realized after I'd finished the recording that I could just go back and actually try out a character that wasn't 80 to see how much experience I get. So I went back and tried a match as my Necromancer as well that I'm still leveling. It's a level 22 Necromancer. I got a decent little chunk of XP, as well as was able to continue my rank forward. It's not necessarily a way that I would want to level unless I just want to focus on my rank and just want to burn through PvP. But I actually did better than I thought I would on a class that I had no idea how to play at 80. And it really gave me an insight into whether I wanted to pick Reaper or not as my specialization, because that's what I chose in the PvP lobby to be able to play as. Overall, it actually was a lot of fun playing with a class that I didn't truly understand that much. And yeah, I will probably be trying out the other specs in PvP matches before I decide on them moving forward. A bit of your thoughts on the PvP and on this short video, other stuff you'd like to see me cover in Guild Wars 2. And until next time, I've been Trey. This has been The Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that PvP and Guild Wars 2 has to offer.